So today's video, we will be doing core work. I'm calling this 5-minute core instead of 5-minute abs, primarily because we want to work the lower part of our abdomen below the belly button, between our two hip points, not this six-pack area, because the six-pack area will only make us close in more. We want to create more length and stability from this pelvic bowl. So the entire focus of the exercise will be in feeling the sensation way down here in our deep belly. So we'll just start with a few deep breaths in and out to feel that we can breathe into this low belly space and let it balloon up. And then we exhale and the deep belly space kind of falls back and in. In breath, fills up, out breath, deflates. 2 more times. In breath, fill up, out breath, deflate. In breath, fill up, out breath, deflate. And now we'll try some tip and tuck of the pelvis. So as I tip, I'm arching in my low back, I'm tipping my tail forward, and as I exhale, I'm tucking, pulling my tail up and under as I push my low back into the floor. Inhaling, tipping forward. Exhale, tucking under. Inhale, tip. Exhale, tuck. Inhale, tip. Exhale, tuck. One more time. In breath, fill up the belly, tip forward. Exhale, tuck under. Exhale, pull the belly in and back. Now, kind of rock yourself on the back of the pelvis so that you feel like you're in neutral spine now. There's a little arch on your lumbar curve. You're not pushing it into the floor. You're not arching way off. You're sort of in this middle place where there's a subtle arch. And now every time you breathe in, you'll just fill the belly up. And when you breathe out, exhaling, at the base of your exhale, left foot lifts. Inhale, set it down. Exhale, right foot lifts. And inhale, set it down. Exhale, left foot. Inhale, down. Exhale, right foot. Notice as you do this work, if the hips are wobbling side to side when you lift one leg up. And if they're wobbling, your exhale is just mostly focusing on stabilizing so you don't wobble so much. So in breath, and then out breath to make your move. Lift the leg, try to stay without wobbling. Inhale, set it down. Exhale, lift the left foot. Inhale, set it down. Exhale, lift the right foot. Inhale, set it down. Change it up this time. Inhaling, fill up the belly. Exhale, lift the left foot, and now just set the heel down. Inhale. Exhale, lift the right foot. And now just set the right heel down. Now just the heels are lifted and do the same thing. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, left heel. Inhale, set it down. Exhale, right heel lifts. Good, and keep moving with your breath. Inhale, and then exhale. That's where you make your move. Find that lift, a little bit of wobble. If not, if you can, no wobble. So you can continue to do these at your pace, with your breath, just heel taps. Then if you want to add some action to this, you would just, on the exhale, it's one movement, big breath in, my heels are still on the floor, I exhale, extend, bring it back, touch it down. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, bring it back. And you can keep doing these as long as you want, as long as you have breath. This is just adding a challenge. So that could be part of the challenge, is these leg extensions coming out. The last piece would be knees above the hips. And you could just lever at the hips, one heel at a time, touch down. Each time with the exhale. I'm not breathing properly because I'm trying to talk, but you should be breathing each exhale is where that belly tones up, and you can find stability to find this little bit of lever at the hips. You might add this extension with the legs, bring them back to bent, straighten them out, and this is another aspect. You might add the arms and hands, and you can do opposite arm, opposite leg extending. You could do it with heels down. If you feel like you're working too much in the low back, you could have arms up and just do the heel lifts. So once you get these basics down of feet flat, warming up with just the feet lifting, and then you get to the heels lifting, and then you get to the leg extensions, one leg out, then the other, and then you get to legs lifted, one leg out, then the other. At this point, you're really making up the moves, but mostly focusing on this deep belly engaging, soft curve in the lumbar spine, and breath. So if you find that at any point the effort is not happening in the deep belly, or you're not breathing and you're finding too much tension, just like, take a break, shake it off, and keep going back to those movements, progressing slowly. So once you've done what we call that dead bugs. Once you've done dead bugs until you feel like you're going to drop, really you know better than anybody where your limit is there, then you're going to start to work in some more stabilizing movements with the upper body. So you'll just start hands and knees and walk your hands forward a little bit so that you're in this modified plank position. And we're going to find some actions here that engage the belly and the arms simultaneously. So when we come forward, the shoulders are going to be right above the wrists. I have a little bit of an angle in my spine. I'm not totally dropping in and I'm not way up here. I'm right in the middle so that I feel like this hammock of my deep belly is holding me up here, and my wrists and shoulders are in one long line. This is great prep for push-ups and for stabilizing the belly. So you could just work right here. Now if you want to add some, you just inhale here. Exhale, a little bend in the elbows. Come back up. And then really lift the hips up and back. Take a little break and then come back forward. Exhale to stabilize, maybe a little push up, come back up, and then bring your hips up and back. Find some release and some length here. Coming forward, push up. Inhale to come back, release. Exhale to come forward. Inhale to come back. You can do as many of these as you would like. And one little addition you could have would be from this push-up, you swoop the belly down to find a back bend. You could bring it as far as it feels comfortable and safe, lifting the heart, and then big exhale, pull that belly up and back. Lift the tail, drop the heart. And then come into your plank, stabilize. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the heart. Exhale, pull the belly back and up, resting. Inhale here. Exhale to come forward, planking. Inhale to drop the belly, lift the heart, back bend. And then exhale, pull the belly up and in, and come back to your rest. So these three movements will strengthen and open up the wrists and hands, strengthen the shoulders, strengthen the belly, help you with some push-ups. What you want to avoid, I would just show you the no-nos here. One of the things that happens with people is they slacken the shoulders and they start to slump in here. So we want to stay up here, active in the shoulders, and we don't want a belly flop. We want to just stay upright, integrated, so our belly is working. So between those two movements, dead bugs on the floor and planking work and push-ups,